Okay. Hi guys, it's been a while. It's been a couple months, probably a little bit more, and honestly, I really apologize for not posting anything. It's been really hard just from work and just being exhausted, and I'll go into that in a few minutes. But so I wanted to record some stuff, and I've been thinking about how I'm going to present it, and basically how I'm going to talk about it and have a good flow to it. But anyways, I'm going to cover a couple things. Basically, what I usually do every day, how I, go about my day, what I really depend on protein wise, and also like my workouts and my hydration, and what I've come to discover, what I'm lacking based on my recent doctor's visit. And in general, I kind of had a clue what was going on because I did some research prior to me going to my doctor. Because I do that. I do a lot of research before I present anything to a doctor. And then basically, I always end it with the support that I have and an experience that I just had gone through, and I'm going to be super open about it. So the first thing is protein. So protein's super important for someone who had bariatric surgery, just because protein really helps you lose the weight. It also helps after you work out. It helps repair your muscles. But it's very, very important to someone who just had surgery. So what I shoot for is over 100 grams a day. My doctor wants me to do probably a little bit, about 80 or more a day. And I usually try to shoot for like about 100 or 120, and that's how I know my day is complete for my protein. Carbs, I try to do 50 carbs or less, 50 grams of carbs or less. And fats, I try to go obviously with all the good fats. So good fats is olive oil, coconut oil, almonds, any, nuts, and really just trying to make sure I'm still getting my fats in, because when you're working out and you're losing weight, fats is actually really important. So first thing that I swear by is my Premier Protein. That is what I usually start my day off with. One of these shakes is pretty much my breakfast. I drink it while I'm getting ready, and that gives me 30 grams straight off the bat, which is super important, so I try to go with that. The second thing, it's called Synthrax Nectar, and it's juice flavored whey protein. And so I love juice. I love everything that's cold now. So these little puppies right here are my best friend. Like, absolutely my best friend. So the first one's grape flavored, pink grapefruit. And I love it. And then the second one's lemonade. They also have like a watermelon. They have like, iced tea, and some other flavors that I've tried. But these two right now are my favorite. Throw some ice in it, stays cold in my water bottle, my huge water bottle, which is it's 40 ounces, got it at Costco. I try to drink 2 of these a day, and just throw some ice in it, throw some water, throw my nectar protein juice in it, and I swear it's probably one of my favorite things of the day. Little things that have protein in it and it adds up. Peanut butter. So they do have peanut butter. This is called fluff butter. It's not exactly my favorite, but I'm trying different peanut butters just to see what's out there. This has 11 grams of protein in it, 200 calories, which is basic for any kind of like nuts, which is the good fats, right? So you want good fats, because good fats, when you work out, your skin doesn't look dry, you don't look dehydrated, and good fats help you burn more fat, which is kind of weird, but it's good for you. You want good fats when you're working out. This one is brownie batter, and what I do is, one of my favorite things to do is get about a quarter of a banana, because of course I can't fit that much in. A quarter of a banana and some fluff butter or some kind of flavored peanut butter with protein in it, and believe it or not, some whipped cream. And yes, whipped cream, you guys all probably think is fattening, but like 2 tablespoons is only like 15 calories, so I'm gonna eat all the whipped cream that I want. Sorry. Another one of my favorites is Fairlife milk. Fairlife milk, what's awesome about this, I drink the fat-free one. It is new. You can find it at like Target, but it sells out very fast at Target. I find it at Lucky's. What's awesome about this, because I am lactose and I usually used to drink almond milk, but I want to get as much as I can from like regular milk, and it has protein in it. So it has 50% more protein, it has 30% more calcium, and 50% less sugar, and no lactose. So as you know, if you're lactose intolerant, the reason why you're lactose is because your body can't break down the sugars that is in milk. And so this one, I swear to you, is the best. I crave it. I love it. 8 ounces gives you 80 calories and only 6 carbs and 13 grams of protein. So I mix this with the ice sugar-free vanilla latte from Starbucks that you can also buy at Lucky's, and that has 6 grams of protein in it, and it's only 80 calories. So for 160 calories, and I know they say don't drink all your calories, but this is very important that I still have my coffee, because I can't have hot coffee anymore. I don't like it, so I have cold coffee. But that's 13 plus a 6, that's 19 grams of protein just for my coffee. So I'm getting my protein in, I'm getting my coffee in, I'm getting my calcium in. It's like a win-win for me, right? So those are some of the products that I use every day, all day. I swear by it. I buy them every 2 weeks. I buy them in bulk because I go through them so fast. And I recommend anyone to, use or try the Fairlife milk if you don't want it, or if you don't like it after you open it, come and swing it by my way. I'll drink it. The chocolate milk is also really good, and it's a really good snack if you wanted to try that. So going on to working out and hydration. So I committed to a friend. I started working out, or not really, I wouldn't say like hardcore working out with her, but she wanted to get up and start doing her daily walks. And it was very hard for her after long days at work to get up early in the morning. And so I knew that if I had committed, and I wanted to work out early in the morning, so I knew if I committed to her, then maybe it would be, incentive for her to get up, incentive for me to get up. We're both winning, and we both get our time together, and we get to talk and all that stuff. So a win-win overall for everyone. So we're starting to at least maybe 2 or 3 times a week get up early. And by early, I mean 4:45, so that we meet each other by 5:10, and then we go for a walk. And our walks consist of about 40 minutes to an hour sometimes. And I burn about 400 to 500 calories just from the walk, and get most of my steps in for the day, especially when you're sitting at a desk or standing all day in one place. It's very important you get your steps in, right? So I realized way before that, but it got worse after I started working out twice a day, because I'd wake up early, meet her, and then at night go and work out, that I was getting really dizzy. And by dizzy, I mean I would bend over, pick something up, and literally like the whole room was spinning. I can sit and talk to someone and the room was spinning behind them. And so I realized, maybe I'm dehydrated, because I did look it up, and you can get dizzy when you're dehydrated. So I decided, okay, I need more electrolytes. So I went out and I bought, drinks that have electrolytes. Not Powerade, not Gatorade, nothing like that, but actual drinks that are made, have more electrolytes in it. They taste horrible. I mean, horrible. I tried half of a bottle, couldn't do it, returned it. Tried another one, tried that, couldn't do it, returned it. Went to the doctor's last week for my 6-month checkup. I currently weigh about 209. I kind of go back and forth depending on the day of the week, which is a huge difference. I started this whole journey when I first talked to my insurance, and I weighed 289 pounds. So started really watching what I was eating in September. So from September to now, I'm currently at about 80 pounds lost, which is really awesome. And I work out a lot, so I knew that I was lacking electrolytes and stuff. So I went to my doctors. It went really well. They were happy with my results. I told her I was getting really dizzy. They took my blood pressure, just standard kind of thing when you go to the doctors, and it was like 111/70. And she's like, yeah, it's really low. My heart rate was at 60, and a normal heart rate for someone is usually about 66 to 72, which is a resting heart rate. Mine is at 60, which means, an athlete can be at like 48. And, who am I kidding? I'm not an athlete. So, she was concerned about those two. They asked me if I have a lot of salt. No, I don't have a lot of salt, because I'm trying to lose weight. I don't want to, bloat. I don't want any of that. And honestly, when I eat food, it gets really salty. I don't like salty food. I love flavors. I love spices. I just don't like a lot of salt. So I try to avoid salt as much as possible. I do look at labels. I do look at the sodium. I literally try to avoid it at all costs. Unless obviously it's Peruvian food, because you can't really, avoid it in Peruvian food, and I don't really mind it then, right? So they told me you need to have more salt. Okay, I need to have more salt. That's actually going to be somewhat of a struggle. And then they told me you need more electrolytes. So cut out one of my protein drinks and replace it with like a Gatorade or a Powerade. Okay, well, protein drinks kind of keep me full, and I know that I'm getting protein in. A Gatorade or a Powerade is full of sugar, full of dyes, full of things that I don't really necessarily want or need. And although it has electrolytes, not really the road I want to take, right? But I do need to stop getting dizzy. So I did some more research and I found a product. It's called Light Show. It's the perfect balance for electrolytes, apparently, from what this bottle says, and it's a rapid rehydration. This right here, it has no calories, but it does have all the magnesium, the sodium, the zinc, everything that you need, obviously, for electrolytes to help you. And it obviously has helped me. I bought this on Amazon. It's one of the best sellers. I did the research prior to me buying it. 0 sugar, 0 calories, no artificial dyes or anything like a Gatorade or a Powerade would have, right? And so I still get to have my calories with nutrition, with actual food, and then I found something to give me my electrolytes. So I just mix it with like a Crystal Light, throw some of it in there, and I'm good. It's going to take some time for me to stop feeling dizzy because I need to kind of balance myself out again. I can taste the salt in the electrolytes. You just kind of fill a cap full of it and then you drop it in your bottle of like juice or water or whatever. It is a little bit salty. I'll get used to it. It's fine. But I'm glad that I did the research and found the solution for myself. Hopefully it works, and I'll continue trying, and no complaints so far. So that's a few things that has, just bringing you up to date, what I drink, what I usually do, and stuff like that. And then my workout, my doctor's appointment was really good. I'm happy with it. I'm almost at, below 100 pounds, and I don't think I've been there since probably elementary school, to tell you the truth. So it's going to be very emotional when I hit it, and I'm trying to hit it before I leave for Mexico in 30 days exactly today. So really excited about that. So I want to end it with like support. All of my videos, I talk about all the wonderful support I've gotten from everyone, my family and my friends. And, it may have been, and I'm going to be completely blunt and honest right now, it was probably a mistake for what I did when I first got out of surgery. So I had surgery February 8th. Or no, 6th, sorry, February 6th. And by the beginning of March, I was dating someone. And this is someone that, went to the gym regularly. I saw them, there all the time. It was someone that I had been, acquaintance and friends with for a few years. So it was fine in the beginning. And then I realized some stuff that just wasn't going well. I hadn't lost weight in probably about a month and a half, maybe close to 2. And I'm not blaming it completely on him, but I am saying that like I did change some habits. So I wasn't really watching my carbs. I wasn't really going to the gym as much as I used to. And that happens. I'd never really wanted to go to the gym with him because I like going to the gym by myself and not really talking to anyone. But I did notice something that I knew wasn't going to work for me, and I had to be blatantly like tell myself the truth and really just kind of tell him the truth. And so it's not a blame game, but it's something that came to my attention. So my experience was that one day we were going to hang out, come over, let's have dinner. So he came over with, and I'm not lying to you, let's see, 3 cases of beer. I can't have carbonated stuff. I choose not to. It kind of hurts my chest after I drink it because there's no room in my stomach after that. 3 cases of beer, 3 bags of popcorn, a tub of cookies, a burrito, 4 tacos, a frozen pizza, popsicles, a bottle of champagne, and started filling my fridge with it. I never had this in my fridge prior to surgery, and I don't want it in my fridge after surgery, especially after surgery. This is a tool. My surgery was a tool to help me lose weight. It wasn't like my fast way out. And I sat there and watched him fill my fridge, and I immediately was like, you have to take this all home. Like, I'm not going to keep this here. And it was an argument, and the argument came, going back and forth, and he had said, oh, so it's all about you. It's all about you and what you want in your fridge. And I sat there, and for a second I was like, oh, that is kind of selfish. But then I was like, wait a minute. Yes, it is all about me. This is my fridge, and I never had it in my fridge before you, and I don't intend to have it in my fridge after you. And I think a lot of people in that situation may have either wanted to eat it or they wanted to be tempted. And that's why I said, like, you can't keep this here. So I immediately started putting it in bags, putting it back in bags, putting it right by the door, and was like, you need to take this home. And it was for my own benefit. Like, I know I will eat the bags of popcorn with you. I know that eventually I love beer, that I will have beer with you. But I know I shouldn't have those things, and it's not going to help me, and that's not the path that I need to be on. So I needed to speak up for myself. And I think a lot of people would probably say, oh, well, I don't want to pick a fight with my boyfriend or blah, blah, blah. But it's really like the big picture. It was like him not thinking about me, not me, that was just the big thing. If you can come to my house, you want to bring food, bring some vegetables, bring some chicken, let's cook dinner together. But I don't need a burrito. I physically can't eat it anyways. I don't need popcorn. I don't want cookies. And those are things that, we really shouldn't be eating anyways. And if you want to eat it, more power to you. You can eat it, but you're not going to keep it in my house. And yes, it is all going to be all about me because it is my fridge and I do share it. It's a very nice fridge. I do share it with my roommate, and he's a health freak too. So it was one of those things where I couldn't just bring it into the house, take over shelves, and then just not think about my roommate, think about my own well-being. And so that's when I knew it wasn't going to work. So I just want to say to everyone, really just stand up for yourself, and things will come to you and everything will work out. But I knew it wasn't going to work. I'm not with that person anymore, and I'm all better. I feel great. So just wanted to update you guys. My roommate's here now. It's a little awkward that he walked in and is staring at me videotape this. So I think that's where I wanted to end. So hope everyone is well, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks.